We're obviously Housing Solutions. We're based in Maidenhead in Berkshire. We're formed in 1995 as part of the stock transfer from the council at the time. The stock split between Windsor and Maidenhead. We've got about 5,500 properties, but we also do maintenance for a couple of other local housing associations. So it takes us up to about 7,500 homes that we manage. All of our staff are based in Maidenhead, and we've got 160 staff in total. So there was a big project last year where our offices, to be honest with you, hadn't changed very much since 1995 when we moved into them. So they're very much dated, old lights, old heating and air conditioning systems. And we wanted to move across to a new, more mobile way of working. What we were after with the office refurbishment was to get people working in different places. Rather than having people to have their own set desk, we wanted them to be working in different areas around the company and have that same experience from their IT systems that they were using. So if someone's working at their desk, or they're working in the breakout area, or in someone's home, or even in their home, we wanted everyone to have the same IT experience as if they were just sitting at their desk in the office. We'd already worked with Castleton in the past since about 2002, and they've always supported our infrastructure, even on an ad hoc basis and as part of our disaster recovery contract. So that's why we turned to Castleton for the solution for hosted as a desktop service. So obviously, as part of the office refurbishment, everything was taken out of this building. That included my servers that were up and running, that staff needed to access. And what we wanted to do was because my server room was moving from upstairs to downstairs, that was the ideal time for us to kind of look at where do these servers need to live going forward. It took quite a bit of the burden out of the office move, to be honest with you, rather than moving them from upstairs to downstairs. That's when we done the data centre migration. For some reason, a main power cable failed outside on a main road, which meant that our building was without power or inconsistent power for about 2 weeks, which meant us running off of a generator from the local provider. If we had still been hosted internally during that time, we wouldn't have been able to get it up and running. But thankfully, all of our servers have moved to the data centre then, so everything was as normal, just people were working without any lights on. My role is a lot simpler because from a budgeting nightmare, it just moves everything into a one cost per month per user. Whereas before I was having to work out either user counts, different licenses for different applications, whereas that's all now encompassed into the one cost per user per month. In terms of my team, it's helped them as well because they're just managing a couple of servers for the Citrix environment rather than having to manage each individual user's machine. If we need to do an upgrade, for example, we only need to do it in one place now as opposed to 110 desktops. So it's definitely made an improvement to the team. Obviously, we've got the Castleton managed services which we use, and we've also got quite a large number over the years of Castleton software services products. And obviously now the two parties are combined into one company. Hopefully we can see those improvements to those systems going forward. So we only see the relationship growing forward, to be honest with you. You guys have got a much wider skill set than I could possibly have internally. So just having access to that resource and in-depth knowledge into new technology is really going to help us going forward and help us deliver our IT and digital strategy.